Hello, we're just making a little video here on some of the speech strats that have been found, worked on to run this game. Running beneath the steel sky. This is version 0.0372 CD. Running the game through Steam. It's using the ScumVM platform. I suggest using this because the game is actually free on Steam, so there you go. I believe it's free because of the release of Beyond a Steel Sky, which is a prequel to this game. I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet, but definitely most likely will. See where the story goes. Alright, so let's just get started here. Game speed should be set to max for most part of the game. I disable the speech engine because for whatever reason the speech slows down some of the interactions in the game. So you know, I just leave it off. Okay. So this is nothing to really say at the beginning here. I'm playing in a window, so I try to get my mouse kind of where it needs to be on top of the door here. Interesting parts of this game begin now. So in my version, there's a break that occurs if I'll show you right here. So you have to have an interaction with the transporter, right? I'm not going to be going too much into details on how the game is played, but more some of the strats. So if I decide to not talk to Joey here and go here, and I gotta get him, right? So whatever. How do I get out of the CD? How do I get the ground floor? What's wrong with your transporter? All right, never mind. So if I now revive my bud here, yeah, if you mouse click while the interaction is happening, you can kind of fast forward a bit. You can force the interaction to stop. So if I try to tell him to start the transporter, he won't do it. And there's nothing I can do to make him, start the transporter. That's another thing that I get sometimes. If you stand, that's okay. So like, I can't do anything now to make him start it. So it's almost as if the game is locked out. I don't know what causes this, to be honest with you. So instead, what I'll do is I'll restore a save spot. This is exactly the same spot that we are. But instead of going to talk to Hobbins, I revive Joey first, and that's the strat that I use. And here's where it starts to get interesting. A game running 100%. Once you get onto the pad here, you can kind of align your mouse with the door, okay? The main thing is once he stops talking, you have to click, because if ever you are not through the door, or if your interaction hasn't been sent and he starts moving, you're never gonna have enough time to actually open the cupboard and click on the wrench. So I'm like just clicking here. Already I know very low chance of me getting this. Oh, I got it. Wow. I was lucky. I usually don't get it. And now the next part is, you see his pattern? He's always going here. So I just try to click there, get there. And then I know it's pretty much only the second chat that matters. Once you've asked him what's wrong with the transporter, you can go. Now Joey is gonna always end up right in front of you. So you just gotta, oh, I moved. Anyways. So he's going to start that. So the next thing, he's gotta be right behind here. You gotta kind of time this one. Oh, perfect, okay. Then you gotta click on the lock, blah, blah, blah. Joey comes down, okay, can you open the door? Sure. And I have a feeling the game's not running as fast as it should. Oh, it is. Maybe it's just... I click on cable before going there. The main reason is because I don't drop it now. I like to drop it once I'm waiting for whatever his name is, the owner of the factory here. I don't really know what's the best strat here. I just actually end up going for the double chat and then never mind. Never use the first one because if you do it, she ends up talking to Joey, which I believe is slower. Here, you know, get the cogs. Yeah, you can. For all the chats in the game, you don't actually have to be on the chat. What you really have to be is on the same line that it would be. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's get this done. Oh, I didn't actually get the goggles. So I should probably do that too. I'll do that now. So let's go down the stairs. And actually, let's get... Do we need that for the run? Yeah, probably don't want to mix that up. We'll go back here, right? So now, Joey's usually going to be standing exactly where I'm standing. And you want him there because then you can easily... And here, you kind of trying to like mash him to make sure that he goes in. And that's it. That's the fastest way to do that. Same here. Grab it. You kind of want to like get your mouse ready to be here, wherever that is, right? See, this works too. It doesn't really have to be precisely on it. It can be bottom one is faster, less jargon, less talk. All right. Going through this. Like I said, I'm not gonna cut the cord now. I'm gonna cut it later. So if you get here too quick, sometimes Joey takes a while to arrive. I don't even know why that is. Now this is a hard one. So once you cue that command to press the button, you really gotta be here. It's like, I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's right here. So that when you unpause, you're on it. Oh, good. That's it. So it's right around here. And if you miss it, it's not so bad. The only thing is, a lot of run killers for me were Joey moving. And it's exactly what he's doing now. He just moved. And I don't know if there's a pattern to his movement, to be honest with you. But you know, sometimes, especially in a run, it's pretty stressful. You're trying to click on him and he just moves wherever the heck he's moving. Okay, get the light bulb. Probably there, back. And we're ready to move on. Now, if you can, you want to not have Joy with you for this next part. He just slows down. Ah, good. That was fast enough. Okay. Obviously, just normal gaming here. The mouse movements continue to happen during screen loads. So that's kind of the main thing of this run, is you have to kind of plan your mouse movements. More chit-chat here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure. Can't get a clues. Can't get a clues a bit faster than if you mix it up. And yeah, economy, because nothing else works. And you can actually switch the order to do the chatting and then give him the magazine, and it doesn't really save much time. I think throughout all my tests, it's faster to do that first to get to give him the magazine and then queue it up like that. Okay. Yeah. Also, whenever you're in the game menu, the game is completely paused, so you want to spend as little time, especially if you're waiting for somebody in here. This part, because you left Joy on top, he's always going to be around here. So you could actually queue this welding up now. And because I haven't seen the owner of the factory, I know he's going to be coming right after me. So if that's the case, in this specific run, because you could either be coming here, and now he'd be waiting right here, or he's underneath us. Because of that, I know he's going to be underneath me, and he's going to arrive right here. So because I'm in the menu, he's paused, and that's the fastest way to get him to show up. And then automatically he goes. Quickly move the mouse over here when you're waiting to get here. A lot of, the machine's broken, who broke it? I gotta go fix it now, yeah. Anita, okay, so this, you're gonna wanna choose the first line of chat and then the second line for everything else. And that's pretty much it. You ask her what the jammer is, then you gotta go back right in. Sell the second line. Okay, who can give me that port? And that's it, done. Now this part, this is a bit of a difference. You actually have to wait for Joy to arrive because you need him in the next segment. If you don't, it's well, you have to go back up and get him. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. If he's on your right, that's better because he might be able to actually just go here. He might. I'm not sure if he has to go around the table, but yeah, try talking and then only third option works. Ah, perfect. Wow, man, this is gonna almost be a good run. So yeah, that's it. He just moves sporadically, so you just have to kind of know. You should be ready for that. You can try to pause and then catch him. Here's kind of the same. You just, if you have your mouse in this area, you can just like get it. Okay, first two options, that's fine. The second option, come back here. Okay, now you're gonna get the operation done. You get the Schrödinger port, and then you want to get. Oh, my bad. You want to get to the ground floor. Okay. So this next part is actually. I was only able to get it on one of my runs, which was previously WR, but I could never do it in none of my attempts, and a lot of times this would be the one that would kill the run. So you're not interested in anything else he's trying to sell. So you tell him block to Burke, and now you have to hope. See, it's not gonna work. It's too late. Yeah. If Joey doesn't move, and he just moves sometimes, and he's exactly where actually now he's not moving. It's great. You could just do that, Joey. But now, if I try that again, contacting again. Oh, that might work. See, that's the thing is, the game the game pauses when you're in the menu, but it does not pause in this specific chat. So for me, I actually just slowed down the game for half a second so I could get him to do it and then speed it back up. It's not going to be that many slowdowns in the game. This is one of them. Okay, go back here, get the cable. Sometimes that could happen that you guys are arriving at the exact same time. In this case, it wasn't so bad. All right, gotta go back up here. Usually, next split would be right about now. Okay. I could never figure out this. Oddly enough, this screen is used twice for animations, right? So I could never figure out how to get my mouse to know exactly where the exit door is on this. Okay, here, nothing really to say. Just don't disconnect very close to the open. Just don't do it. Takes a bit of time to come back after. Decompress, yeah, then here, you know, just do this puzzle. Oh, I actually gotta click on the puzzle piece. Yep. And then up. Okay. Yes. You need the bust. You only need to decrypt the first document. You don't need the second one. You don't need the other book. I actually need to do something on this terminal. Okay, and then 4119002121022, and that's it. Yeah, he's talking about his daddy issues. All right, get out of here. And now here's another like RNG part of the run. You don't know. Oh wow, that was really not good RNG. It was probably the slowest ever. You'd have to wait. You can't really move on until this cat thing is sorted out, because that's exactly how it's gonna be played out. So you gotta wait for him right there at the elevator. I've never tried to only remove one of his two axes, like to remove his social status or his funds. I've always done both. So interesting, before we continue, if you stand right here, the game reroutes Miss Perkinson, and she'll never come on the screen. I've tried to find ways of not slowing down the game to chat with her, but for whatever reason, instead of her showing up in front of you, she just doesn't come. And if she is on screen and you put yourself here, she'll pause for a minute and then walk around. The designers were able to encode some of the walking options for her, and then she's here. Like this guy, get him to see. Who can sponsor the club? See you later. I usually always go here because I'm gonna look at the door, try to get my lock on. And now, if you can, wasn't fast enough. Maybe it's really hard to time it. I just usually like to slow down here, even if it's just for a half a second. Catch her, come back up. Her route is always going to be the same. It's just you never figure out how to get it perfectly. You want to get this first because she has to wait for her dog to come before going upstairs, and that incurs some slowness. Here, you just want to mash top menu option. It's the fastest. And that's it. Set in here. One click on the dog bowl. Left mouse button, not right mouse button. Dog biscuits. Go left. You want to do this now because you're waiting anyways for her to come back. He is going to chat with you no matter what happens the next time you go to the... Alright. That's the best way to do it. Just be there before them. Mouse doesn't have to move here. Oh, that was a bit off. Sorry, it had to move there, but it's usually, if you're in the middle of that doorway, you're going to be in the middle of the doorway underneath it. Go back up. Try to get the mouse where you need to be first. Okay, this part is usually, it's usually around the same spot. Get it here. Around the spot. Right here. Open the locker. Get the overalls. Get in there. Go down a bit for the mouse. So to exit. Oh. Get involved. Come down here. Don't forget to change back. It's not a run killer, but it's just a mistake that can happen. Alright. Choose the right card, not her card. Get it back in here. Okay, get this in there. Alright. So, I don't think there's any human way possible to not slow down the game here. Like, it just, you have not a millisecond to do this. Like, the eyeball just doesn't. You can queue up the eyeball. Oh, no, I didn't slow down enough. Let's go back. Go back here. Okay, and actually, let me grab it and slow down a bit more. And you can just immediately go back. The door's gonna be right in the same spot. Grab this. Listen to her story of being double-crossed, triple-crossed, beating with the fake gardener. If ever you're waiting for the dog to show up in front of the elevator, I would suggest you do the talking to the gardener, the first part of the conversation, because that's not going to change. All right. That's good. See you later. Only the second chat option matters. Do it twice, and then you get rid of him. Okay, if you bring your mouse right back down, he can, for whatever reason, never crouch. See, the first time it worked, not the second. So you save the animation of him crouching again. Okay, the courtroom, you really want to have no bullshit. So no bullshit means you don't have any questions. You don't have any questions, and that's it. The fastest way to do it. Don't need to speak to anymore. You can just walk in. Get right here. First option is the best option. You'll have enough. Oh, there you go. Get the glass. Get out of here. Almost the end of the run now. We're here. Gonna go see our good old friend, the doctor, who's such a great guy. He just wants to help. See, because you're in the menu, the whole game is paused. You don't have to ever worry. He's always going to be right here. Doesn't ask you anything. Just does the operation. Sends you on your way. I wonder if they call back your debt with him in the second game, like they do in some of those Roger Wilco. This is always a bit tricky. You have to get it perfectly. The blue is really on the blue. And you get in there. You can move the mouse already to try to cue it up. Yeah. Oh man, light bulb. Oof. Oh wow. Man, when you're not running the game, you're not stressed at all. Okay, so we'll try it. This, I've done it in one run. If not, it's a run killer. So you get in the tunnel, immediately queue up the menu. Try to figure out the doors here. Oh, wow, it worked. Lovely. And that's it. You don't have to slow down the game. If not, I would recommend slowing it down because depending on... Oh, I need that. Depending on how quick the game is running, if you're just a few FPS quicker, you're gonna instantly die, pretty much. There we go. In here. 2, menu up, F5. The lever is right here. It's on the top of the floppy disk. If you all know what floppies are, great. If you've ever had them, you're not that old. Okay, that's requirement. Get in here, move your mouse close to the middle. All right, slot. Slot is another tricky one. All right, there we go. That's slot. Okay, just smash this area. He's coming back. Nutrient tank. Open it, please, Joy. You can go in immediately after him. That's fine. And home, he just falls in. All right, get in here. Got your card because you have that level 2 48-hour access. Open the door. Go back. Time for Joy to save your life. Got it. Oh, no, didn't get it. You have to get your mouse to be right in the middle of the screen here to get his card. And that's it. Oh, yeah. I need to actually use the card. Sit down. Go here. Oh, I actually need to go back. All right, so this is another... You can choose how slow or how quick you want to be. I try to get... This might be a bit ambitious. We'll see. All depends on how quick you do the rest. You're gonna have a few frames to pick it up, but especially if you mash your destination. Oh wow, you don't actually have to be in the room. What I suggest is, if you are a bit, you can. Oh wow, I almost didn't make it. You can, yeah, I think it's right around here. So it's right under the FX button. You can just queue up your mouse. Crush him to death, and then use the helix. I really enjoy that could be optional, whichever card you want to use to... I didn't get Joey's card because it's slower to get both because he has to walk around. I just go around like that. You can immediately crash the system. A few runs, I didn't quite understand the way to do this. So if you wait here, it goes black immediately because of how fast the game is running. So all you have to do, and if it's black, there's no point to continue. All you have to do is immediately pop up the menu and you're going to be fine. And now it's frozen, and oddly enough, the frozen meat will never defrost, which is great news for us. Shove it in here. It's going to be a 203. It's fine. Never mind what we want here. Okay, another issue with speed strats. Place your hand on the number pad. Where is it? Okay. See? Really hard to catch it. That was pretty good. You just gotta be calm. If you're not calm, because you're running, things don't go as well as they could. And getting ready for the last puzzle in the game. Puzzle. Not really a puzzle. Joy's gonna be right around here. You have about a second to answer. And if you miss it, the run's dead. Yeah, and that's it. The run's dead if you don't do it. So, luckily for us, we have the last combo here. So yeah, so it's a lot of run killers. I'll also show you the tunnel one again just for... Alright, that's it. And that'll be it. I'll be on the run. But really not that bad. Actually, let's go. Let's go. Hey, what a clean room this is. So let's go to... Oh, I guess... Wait for the credits. Be vigilant. For whatever reason on the I think it is on Twin Galaxies, they wanted it to be vigilant to be the end code, but so instead I just want to show you tunnel really quick. There's really not a lot of time here. See, that's pretty much as long as you have. So I mean, in theory it works. Clearly it does. You just have to be good. You have to be, I don't know, frame perfect in a way. But I mean, if you're on a really good time, I don't think the record right now is at pace where it's a second short. That's pretty much how much you'll be saving, 1 or 2 seconds. For sure, this speed adjustment thing is a pain because there's no real way to adjust it. You know, like it's finicky. Like it's not very responsive. You know, it's really easy to just slow down completely, and then in that segment, if you, oh, one thing I can say is you don't want to slow it down here because then the animation of him closing the door is going to also be slow. That's a bit slower. But obviously, if you do slow it down, you have a bunch of time to go in the tunnel. So what you want to do is get in. Ah, door's closed. Slow it down just enough. Oh, see, I didn't actually slow it down there. Back in. Oh, actually, I didn't slow down at all. Okay. And boom. Now, sometimes you have enough time to bring the menu back up. If you have enough time to bring the menu back up, I guess you had enough time to not slow the game down. But let's do this. This is the only puzzle in the whole game. I mean, here and the second eyeball. Second eyeball are the only real enemies you have in the whole game. Wow, that works. But I'm not there for it on a world record attempt. I'm just not there for it. I mean, yeah, you've only been running the game for 10 minutes, but I think here we go. So oddly enough, the eyeballs are programmed very differently because, oops, yeah, if you're not fast enough on that slot, it loses its registration that you've sent anything. So that's another thing to point out. So oddly enough, this guy will be blind. Oof, actually, yeah, it's not that fast, eh? It's not that slow. Yeah, you'd have 5 seconds to lose all the rooms. Okay, let's see. This will give you maybe 10 seconds. He'll be fine. It's gonna be this guy here that's gonna be the problem. It's getting, oh wow, that was pretty good. But I think the eyeball's gonna be open already by the time I get here. Oh, boom, FX. I think we would have been able to do it. The thing is it's just so finicky to get that speed that you're gonna end up slowing it down a bit more. And if you slow it down a bit more, well then obviously you slowed it down maybe too much and it's gonna cost you a few seconds. But there's at least, I don't know, there's at least a good 20-30 seconds on the current run that I'm aware of without any glitches that, you know, even without being perfect can be shut off, so it should be fine. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. And yeah, good luck running the game. Have a good one.